Hey everybody, just wanted to take a moment to go into some additional detail on this property because I didn't get a chance to do it in the video up at the top of the page, number one, but number two, because it is such a large property and hence so unique and more expensive than the rest, felt like it merited a little further discussion. So first, let me just talk about where this property is. Number one, it's over here, roughly about 3.5 miles southeast of the major highway out here. It's a 5-acre parcel, which when you look at the plat map, I will tell you that all the parcels within this region, or 90% of them will say, are 1-acre parcels. It's hard to find anything this large. Of course, if you look at this plat map, you will see that this Unit 33, where this property is located, tends to consist of a lot of larger parcels, 5 acres, 10 acres, 15, close to 20, so on and so forth. And because of that, you're getting more land with a parcel like this in this region than you would find throughout the rest of the subdivision, number one. And number two, because so many other people have taken advantage of larger parcels in this area, you will find more development out here. So that brings me to roads. When I first saw this on a map, I assumed that the roads this far from the highway, or from the state road, whatever it is, would be in poor condition. I figured it'd be hard navigating out to here. Need a larger truck, something like that. I was pleasantly surprised, however, when we actually got the photos back from the property and saw that this is a well-maintained dirt gravel road out here. Now, of course, as I began to learn more about the region and saw more of the development that's around there, it makes more sense to me. This is an area that more people have developed with home sites, hence there's utilities, hence these roads are trafficked more often, and hence they're better maintained, let's say, by the county. Whatever the case, as you can see, excellent road frontage here along the subject property. Number one, that's the first thing we like to point out. And number two, also, as you can see, there is power at the lot line running here along the southern boundary of the subject parcel. So, of course, that makes the property a lot easier to develop, a lot easier to get power out to, whatever you plan to park or build on the subject property. Additionally, guys, as we talk about building, you can see there's a kind of nice developed home site just very close by, number one. Number two, throughout this region, you will find more kind of nicer homes. This is not an area where people are parking a bunch of junk cars. This is actually an area where people have kind of respect for the property values, respect for their neighbor's land. A lot of properties out here have been developed in these kind of nice little homes, kind of ranchettes, things like that. And you'll see more of that in the drone photos. Point being is that if you're spending this kind of money on a property, I would assume that you're looking to build a kind of nice single-family residence, 1-story, 2-story, whatever. If that is the case, you will find that there's a lot of other like-minded individuals in this area who have done the same thing. Anyway, as we go through these, you can see that there is also fencing along the northern and the western ends of the property. So if I just go back to the map and just kind of zoom in on where this is, just to give you a sense, guys, you can see development over here. This, of course, is the western end of the property. This is the northern end of the property. Southern end, of course, is the road. So it's really only the eastern end that you'd have to worry about. And when we say worry about, what we're really talking about is if your neighbor have livestock, they're going to be able to roam onto your property, and vice versa, unless you get this fenced off. Whatever the case, with at least 2 portions of the property being fenced like that, it does provide a little bit of a value to you in that you don't have to worry about those. Going back to the photo gallery, guys, do want to point out just a little bit more here with the fencing, and of course, just the general terrain of the property. These are some extreme close-ups of the grass, but as you can see, it's largely a flat piece of land, so it should be pretty easy to develop. And finally, guys, do want to direct your attention up here just to the drone photos, just to give you a sense of the exact footprint of the property as kind of reiterated from the plat map. Number one, and then number two, as we kind of scan through these, you can see some of the developed lots off here in the distance. These are some of the larger 10, 15-acre properties. This guy looks like he's got, pretty good little family, ranchette out here, probably some livestock that graze out there. Probably find a lot of that in this region. Anyway, guys, I will let you explore this on your own time. Of course, drone video at the bottom of the page so you can evaluate this more. But it's a pretty good property, and it's unique for the region that it's in its size and in the amenities that are offered with it, as far as the fencing, as far as the utilities, so on and so forth. So I really like this one. I hope you guys do too. And that's all from me. Thanks for watching, guys.